Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Thursday. We are in Thursday. Um, Let me just make sure everything is ready. We had some heavy rain pass by our town. Lucky, nothing happened. Everything is good. But yeah, it's Thursday, and the day is just so fast, and sometimes I forget what day it is because it's just literally when you're so productive and you're trying to get things done and you want to achieve your goals and you're just literally constantly working and doing stuff. So yeah, happy Thursday. How's your week so far? How's everybody's doing? I hope everybody having a good day, a great week. I know for myself, I have a challenging week. Yeah, I invested in a digital program, something that I'm not familiar with, but I'm very, very excited because I always wanted to learn about this digital marketing. It's something that always came across my mind. But the fear, which we're going to talk about today, kind of pushed me from learning about this marketing. So I did invest in it and I'm setting everything in the background and I'm so excited to share it with you once it's up and running. But yeah, that's when I think I talked about it on my last show, or maybe two shows. But when you aware of everything that go inside in within yourself and everything around you, the opportunity will come and knock on your door. And this opportunity, it literally came in the right time for me. So I grabbed that opportunity and I invested it in this program. And I'm so happy and I'm so excited that if I wasn't aware, if I wasn't shut down all the noises around me, I wouldn't be even able to get this grab this opportunity. It's going to change my life. It's going to change the people around me, not just financially, but in a lot of things. And yeah, I'm going to share with you everything once it's up and running. So today I want to talk about overcome fear, which is a big subject. I keep seeing it on my comments on my TikTok, and easy questions to beat self-doubt. And I said, grab pen and paper because those questions you want to ask yourself. And that's what, if you're going to hire a coach or a mentor, they're going to ask you those questions. A good coach is one that asks the right questions, and you figure out the answers that they're coming from you. You discovering the answers because everything it's inside of you. You already have the answers. You just need a small guidance to show you the way, right? So asking those questions will help you tackle any challenges and build your confidence. And again, overcoming fears is doing something that you're not familiar with, something new. For myself, it's example because I jump into something that I'm not familiar with. I don't know anything about, but I heard and I see results and I said, you know what? You're ready. Let's do it. And that's how you overcome your fear, because if you really think about it, the first thing that comes to your mind, if it's what if you're going to mess up and if it's not going to work for you, and then the fear take over your mind and you give up automatically without even thinking that through. So when you ask yourself those questions, it will help you not only just start something new, but also step out of your comfort zone, because this is where growth happens. Okay, so the first question that I would like for you to ask yourself: what is the worst that could happen? Whatever that you are, whatever that you want to try, or whatever that you want to do. Someone had a comment on my TikTok video and says that she's 51 years old and she's scared of swimming, and she thinks that she will never be able to overcome that fear. I think she says something like that. Now watch this. The words, your words are so powerful. When you said something, I don't think I will be able to overcome that fear, You actually given permission to your subconscious mind to accept the fact that you will never be able to overcome that fear of learn how to swim. You have to watch your words. What are you saying to yourself? Are you talking to yourself positive or negative? But what the word what is the worst that could happen? And I remember for myself back in high school, I had the fear of all the tests and all the exams and my finals years. What if I'm not gonna make it? What if I'm going to fail? And I'm still here, going on live on YouTube. I learned English through cartoons, and and it's happening. Like, what's the worst can happen, right? So I want you to think for yourself when you have this challenge and you want to overcome that fear, what the worst that can happen. And when you actually sitting with yourself, shut down all the noises around you, it's just you, and ask yourself that question and write down your answers, I think you start to get a brighter picture about that fear that you handle, that you want to overcome. Because imagine overcome the fears and you're ready to take more risk, and you're going to tell yourself, wow, I wish I knew about it before, or I wish I could have done that different. Okay, so think about what is the biggest fear right now that you are trying to overcome, and what is the absolute worst outcome could be for yourself, and consider how you handle it if it did happen, because everything starts with the thoughts that we are putting in our mind. Okay, you have to ask yourself those questions. Where did fear come from? Where's the source come from? And what's the worst that can happen? Because if you keep telling yourself stories, most likely it will happen, but where's the story come from? Okay, so ask yourself the questions. And this is, again, that's the first questions that I would like for you to ask yourself, because I go back in when I play basketball, and I remember I had that fear. What if I'm going to miss my shot when I'm so close to the basket? And guess what? I was missing every single shot. I was literally right under the basket and I was missing all the shots. And I lost my confidence because of that. But when I start telling myself, you know what, just try it one more time. Try it again and again and again. You can do it. You can do it. Practice. You can do it. And it happened. I didn't miss a shot. Well, of course, I missed a little bit there and there, but when I look at the big picture, I will start building myself I will start giving myself those positivity and words and self-talk so I can build my confidence again. And when I was by myself under the basket, I didn't miss the shot, but I had that fear. What if I do miss? And everybody going to laugh at me, and my coach going to be disappointed in me, and my team's going to be disappointed in me. What if this is like the shot that we're going to win the game? And I missed so many times that we lost because of me. So what's the worst that can happen? Okay, that's the first question that I would like for you to ask yourself. Question number 2 is, like I just talked about it, what evidence do I have that support that fear? What evidence do you have? When I studied NLP practitioner and master NLP, we always, most of the exercises was to going back to our childhood, because everything starts in our childhood. Either someone that our parents told us or the teacher. And we do the timeline exercise when we actually going back to the same event. Of course, it depends on the situation, but let's go about the source. Okay, someone told you that you're not good enough, or you're not pretty, or I'm going to use that word. Maybe it's someone told you that you're fat, overweight. Even if you are in shape and look amazing and you lost a lot of weight, but that thought, you still carry it from your childhood. So when I always ask, when I do coach, the evidence, what evidence do you have that support that fear? Someone told you something in during your childhood, or even not, even when you grow up as a teenager, or your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, someone told you something that you carry it with you, and you start to believe in that evidence, and then you start creating a story, and you keep telling it to yourself. And then the fear start taking over because of those stories that you told yourself. Because if you don't have an evidence, if it's just someone told you something, so are you making an assumption about that fear? And it's like, I thought about, I had that fear of public speaking, like, and I was trying to go back to my childhood, if I had, and I did a self hypnosis to myself to go back and see if someone told me that I'm not good enough in public speaking. I was trying to figure out the evidence, or where the source that come from. And I asked myself if there is something again that supported it, and I figure out there's nothing that supported that evidence. That's something that I was keep telling myself, which is not true. I was doing meetings for 20, 30 people before shows. When I managed in the trade shows, and when I managed the company, I was doing meetings like 20, 30 people, sometimes maybe even more. And I did it. Again, English good or not, I did it. I had results. I have receipts. So I was trying to figure out who put it in my mind that I'm not good in public speaking. And the answer that I came out, it was me. I said it to myself, and I started building up that story to myself. And story become a belief. And that's how you create, that's how the limited belief come, because you kept telling it to yourself. I was telling to myself, I'm not good at public speaking, and I can't speak in front of people, I can't speak in front of the camera right now. And the more I said it to myself, this is how I build the limited belief, that I start to believe in it. So I had to go back. Where's the evidence come from? The source. And I start creating a new story. No, I can do it. I'm a great public speaking. I have confidence in front of people. That start talking to positive words to myself and positive self-talk to create a new story. Create a new story, you have a new belief. And this is how you take limited belief and you put a new belief, a positive one. That's what we do as a coach and LP, and I'm sure a lot of techniques out there, but this is basically how you do it. So I would like for you to identify a fear and write it down. And the reason you have it. Why do you have that fear? And analyze whether these reasons are based on facts or assumption. And I'm sure most of your answer be this is just, it's not true. It's the assumption that I kept telling myself every time I wanted to try something. That fear came and literally blocked me and told me, no, you're not good. No, you're not gonna make it. No, you're not good enough for that. Then you back off because something told you not to move forward. And those people who takes risk is those people that I'm sure they have some type of fear, but they want to try something new. They want to grow. They want to step out of their comfort zone. And when you do it, and when they actually doing it, they achieving so much of success. So imagine overcome that fear of your own, and that basically on assumption, and it's not really true, and it's not real. It's because everything we keep telling ourselves since we grew up, since like we were a kid. I know my nephew, for example, he grew up watching all this YouTube about clowns, the scary clowns that they come behind the bushes and they scares you. He had a hard time falling asleep at night. He's almost 13 and he overcome that fear. But when you grow up and you're watching those videos and you see a clown in the daytime or in a party and you're scared, it's not because someone told him clowns are scary or clowns are not good or whatever they, it's because he kept reprogram his mind that clowns are not good and they scary because of those video he watched. And there was supposed to be a funny videos, but when you watch it in a younger age, you get scared and then you can't sleep at night. So everything start with you. Everything start with your thoughts and what are you watching and who you listening to. And that's how all the limited beliefs that we have and is all those layers that we have to peel in order for us to be more confident and have high self-esteem and go out there to the world and try new stuff. So ask yourself again, where does that come from? The evidence and what is my bigger fear right now, and write them down and how you can challenge it. These like are the source questions that I would like for you to ask yourself, because you can overcome that fear so fast and simple. It's not complicated. It's not complex. But not only that, you want to take actions, because asking those questions is great, but you want to take actions as well. I'm just the guidance. I can't do the work for you. I can guide you. I can motivate you. I can inspire you every single day, but you have to do the work. So I'm here to help you and guide you. Hopefully, those questions will help you overcome any fear that you are dealing right now. I, again, the digital program that I bought, I said, what if I'm not gonna be good at it, and what if I messed up? But then I said, you know what? Let's change in the words and how you think. And I said, you know what? I can do it. And I joined that group, and I'm learning so much about the digital marketing that it's not that bad. And I said to myself, wow, I can do it. I can really do it. Like, it's easy. I cannot wait to share with you, because again, I'm setting everything in the background, but you see how you get excited? You have to get excited for yourself, like um, um, raising the vibration of your body, of your spiritual body. This is how you get excited, and you start doing stuff and you take actions, and you're going to see results because of that. So yeah, question number 3 that I would like for you to ask yourself is, what have I overcome before that was similar? Think about it. Something that you overcome maybe years ago or a month ago or in your childhood, that was similar to what are you, the same fear that you're trying to overcome right now. And if do you remember your past victories? If you remember your past victories, that's great, because when I thought I can lead a meeting right now, 2024, right? But then I went back. I was set with myself and I said, wait a minute. You did meetings before, like 40 people in your meetings and webinars. Of course you can do it again. That's why it's so important to write down your victories and all the wins that you have in your journey. Because when you have those doubt moments for a second that you cannot do something, you open your book, your journal, your phone, wherever that you write them down, and you keep reading it to yourself out loud in your language. I just recently found out how important and powerful it is that you reading it to yourself in your own language. Like for me, it's Hebrew, and I get different energy when I say my affirmation in Hebrew, and when I read my wins in Hebrew and my victories in Hebrew. It has different vibe and different energy than I said and doing it and writing in English. So write down your victories and think about your past victories. I'm sure you have a lot. Like if you start writing them down, I can see the smile on your face, and you'll be like, what? I've done this, and oh my God, I've come so far, and I am successful, and I am a winner. All the list that you just created for yourself, stuff that you've been going through and you did. I mean, how powerful it is. So think about the past challenges you overcome that was similar to your current fear, and reflect on how you handle it and how you manage that. Because if you're going through the same situation right now and you handled that in the past, I'm sure you can handle it even better today with all the skills and the knowledge that you gain over the years. So I would like for you to think about it as well, because it will help you. And every time you want to overcome any challenges, think about it that way. Mistakes, they come to teach us something. It's a lesson. But if we didn't pass the test of the mistake, this mistake will come back to us again in a different way. Even if you think you pass it, and it happens to me so many times. Last week, I thought I passed the test, but I guess I didn't. So I had to reanalyze again. Okay, what did I learn from it? I wrote everything down. What did I learn from this mistake? And I literally talked to that mistake. I said, okay, listen, mistake. You came here again. You came back again. So obviously I didn't pass the test. I learned. I got it. Okay. Thank you so much. This is what I learned from that mistake. Exactly how I'm saying it to you right now. This is how I talk to the mistake. Because I don't want this mistake come again. I learn from it, I move on. But again, if you're not learning from that mistake, it will come back to you. So identify, think about the biggest challenge that you're having right now, what you can learn from it, take actions, and that mistake won't come back again. Of course, different mistake will come back, will come, but it's okay, because this is how we learn. This is how we grow. This is how we stepping out of a comfort zone. This is how we become more confident, motivated to do stuff. This is our journey. Like lately, I'm learning so much, and I said, wow, I need more than 24 hours a day. I'm thirsty for knowledge. For knowledge. And I heard, I forgot his name, C. Freeman L. He said, go and study yourself. When you think you finish, go back again and study yourself again. Because when you know what's going on inside of you, you can actually, you know where you need to improve. What do you need to get done? Where do you need to put more attention so you can grow and you can get better, a better version of yourself, and a better person, and you set new goals for yourself. Like if you I hear that so many times that people have fears of not making it in their business or in their relationship. Are you taking the time to study yourself? Where is your fears come from? What do you keep telling yourself? Or you listening to some shows, that all these reality shows that show you how you need to behave in a relationship, and you think it's okay, and you think it's cool. You have to look deep inside yourself, because everything, all the answers, it's right there. And we don't want to look inside because we're scared and fear of what are we going to find out. And it's like those mirrors, you can go see closer, like when you go to the dermatologist, like facial, and they have the mirror, they come above you when you lay down and they look and they clean your pores. You don't want to take that mirror and look closer because you're scared of may what are you going to find out. It's your journey. Don't you want to learn more about yourself? Where's the areas that you want to improve? Where you can get better? What you need to do to get better? And a lot of us, include myself, I was scared to look inside what I'm going to find. I found so many things that, yeah, I had the aha moment for in the beginning, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm actually so happy right now because I know where and what I need to work on, and the areas that I need to improve to become better. And if I look at myself a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, I'm not the same person. I become better, and I will get better. So don't be afraid to look inside. You're looking inside of yourself. And I had a conversation with a client. She has in a hard time with her husband. He's driving her crazy. She cannot communicate with him. I'm giving you the statement that she said. I can't communicate with him. It's very hard to communicate with. I asked her, are you a good communicator with yourself? Do you know how to communicate with yourself? She said, what do you mean, Corinne? She said, I'm a good communicator. I mean, I'm communicating really, really good with other people. I said, no. Do you listen into yourself? Communicating with yourself. Go back and watch the video I did about communication. She had that moment of like, oh, I see what she's saying. I said, it's not about him. He's not the problem. He's your mirror. He's showing you what you need to improve and what you need to work on. So instead of getting mad at him, why don't you tell him thank you for showing you what is that you need to work on and what is that you need to improve, and go and study those areas. It was a moment that she looked at me and she said, I didn't think about it like that. And I get it. We include myself, when we see people that we don't like, or oh, I don't like him, or why he's doing stuff like that, it's something that trigger us in ourselves. It's either we don't want to be like that and we get it, but something maybe that we need to work on with ourselves, and that's great. So instead of getting mad at that person, actually say thank you. Because of you, I learned a lesson, and I learned what I need to work on myself. Isn't it powerful? When you actually think about it, it's a mirror of yourself. A lot of people asking, I don't know what I need to work on. Look deeper. Look deeper. And because you don't know, it doesn't mean that you need to give up or stop looking. When I say I want I want a product that will work for me, I want a system that will work for me, I want answers about the move that I'm going to do. That's how you talk to the voice of God within you. You're talking to God within you. And because the answers, you'll get the answers. The question is, what are you going to do about them? Are you going to ignore them because you don't like them? Because you were thinking to get different answers, something that you were expecting? Or you said, you know what? Okay, those answers, okay, I don't like them, okay. But if those the answers, I'm gonna go all in. But at least you have answers, and that's the direction that you need to go, and you have answers to question that you ask yourself. I hear a lot of people saying, I don't have answers. Okay. Did you ask the right question? A good coach, again, is those who ask the right questions and help you find the answers within yourself and not trying to teach you everything you learned in the past 5 or 10 years. Bring all his knowledge into the table. No, it's bringing the knowledge to your problems so you have solutions. So we talk about what is the worst that could happen. That was question number one. Question number two was, what evidence do I have that support that this fear? I would like for you to actually really take that time when you ask yourself that question. Question number three was, what I have overcome before that was similar. Okay, that's kind of, I'm sure it will bring you a lot of smile on your face when you actually gonna ask that question for yourself. And question number four, what can I learn from this fear? We just talk about it, like the same about the mistakes. What can you learn about it? What lesson is in here for me, not for you, for the other person, or not for someone across the street or across the table, or for someone from your family or your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, from me. Because once you have the answer within yourself, you can show it out. You're gonna be also help someone else. But what can you learn from it? We're here to learn and teach, and learn and teach and learn and teach. And when I say teach, is teaching others, not just keeping it for ourselves. So what always ask yourself, what can I learn from it? And when you identify your fear, think about again what it can teach you. And I'm sure, and I know for this is everything here come to teach you something, even if it's very, very small lesson. It doesn't have to be something big. Maybe it's testing your patience, and you're not patient enough, or you're not a good listener, or you always blaming other people and you not take responsibility for yourself. So you have a fear of maybe going to events with people, or like the story I just shared with you with the women that she was um, blaming her ex-husband about some certain things. She has the fear maybe he won't pay her child support. It's a big fear. I get it. But what are you learning from it? What is coming to teach you? Everything come to teach you something. Even when you let's say you're going for a dinner, you're going out to dinner to a restaurant that you're not, it's a new restaurant in town, and you ate something that you knew from the beginning that you may not like it. Just for example, okay, you learn, okay, next time I'm coming to this restaurant, I know not to order the same thing. And if you order the same thing, you're gonna do the same mistakes with your stomach. You're gonna find yourself in that bathroom. Everything that we're doing on a regular basis, every day, daily, something to teach us something. It's come to teach us something. So reflect on how facing that fear can help you grow. Because when you overcome a fear, you grow. And then you overcome another fear and you grow and you grow and you grow and you come be stronger, powerful, unstoppable, confident, high self-esteem, happy. Think about it. I'm sure you want to be on, like you're right here and you say, I want to come here, but I, I don't know, I'm afraid. What if it's not going to happen? What if it's not going to work? What if it will work for you? What if whatever you think it is not that bad? Enjoy the progress. enjoy the process. It's all about learning and growing and evolving. And when you look in inside of yourself, you're going to see how far you have come. You're going to be so proud of yourself. Like, look in the mirror and talk to yourself. I'm so proud of you. You made it. Good job. You are successful. You are happy. You are healthy. Talk yourself like that in the mirror. It might sound a little bit awkward, I know, but the more you do it, is how you build your confidence. You're talking to yourself in front of the mirror, loud. Remember, talk in your language, okay? It will help you a lot. I know it helped me, and it's a different energy, and I love it. I really, really do. Especially when I do my affirmation, it is a different vibe. It's a different energy, and I'm ready to go on with my day with full of energy, because I'm giving myself I'm feeding my mind and my body and my thoughts with positivity. I'm listening to positive podcasts every day, not all day, but every day. And it helps me to overcome a lot of fears that I have and challenges that I'm facing, because I'm keep telling myself, I can do it. I can do it. It's a piece of cake for you. I can do it. And it will work. It's working. It's about shifting your mindset and start feeding your mind with positive words and surround yourself with positive people. Very simple. The last question is, who can support you, me, overcome this fear? The biggest supporter that you can have is yourself. Once you know who you are, once you understand yourself, once you can look inside of yourself. But of course, you want to have someone, maybe like a close friends or family, that you can share their fear with, and they can listen. They don't have to give you an advice, but when you listen and when you share and you get it out of your chest, and I know it's a great feeling. You can also write yourself a letter about that fear and what are you going through. Open that letter in a month or two. You're going to start to laugh in a good way, because you say, wow, I was like that person, but I'm different now. I'm better. I'm much, much better than I were a month ago. And I overcome that fear. And if someone come to you with the same fear, you already know how to guide them and tell them how to do things and how to think differently. And what did you do to overcome that? You can share your techniques, questions that you ask yourself. Who did you listen to overcome that? Remember, you keep listening to all this music that talk and all the words they're negative, everything that's trending right now. I don't even know, because I'm not listening. And you start to get into your mind, and you start absorbing it into your mind and your body and your feelings, and you're feeling down, and then you start to believe in it. Remember, evidence and a story become a belief. It's a limited belief that you have to peel years after, or you're going to create a new belief and a new story for yourself, and you're going to keep telling that story to yourself over and over and over and over again, which is a positive story. So again, yeah, find someone that can help you and support you during that time and during that challenge. And it's okay to share. Don't try to think like, oh, I'm good. I don't have any fears. I'm not scared of anything. The one that say that actually has a lot of fears. Okay? Try to put your ego on the side. I'm here to help you, and whoever you share with, they're trying to help you, because you're not alone. You're going to surround yourself with positive, supportive people that loves you and want to see you grow and want to see your success and want to see you happy. like me. I want to see you happy, and I want to see you growing and and achieving your goals and your dreams and become a better person. If these questions can help you, I know I did my job. So also share that video with people you think that might need to hear and work on themselves with those questions. Excuse me. Okay, so again, ask yourself. It will help you overcome your fears. It will help you beat self-doubt about yourself. You're going to create a new story for yourself. You're going to create a new belief, positive one for yourself. And you're going to realize that you can tackle any challenge that come your way. Okay, so I hope that, again, share this video, do all this YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe. And the Circle Ministry, thank you so much for coming. I loved the show yesterday. And peace, my sister. Yes, great show and great information. Thank you. Thank you so much. Go check him out as well. And the Circle Ministry and Kim L, Hindsight Radio. I'm listening to them all the time. And let's keep growing and let's keep sharing. And hopefully that, again, learn about yourself and learn more every single day. There is no time, that amount of information that you can learn. But the more you know about yourself, the more you can handle and handle challenges, overcome your fears, become a better person. So thank you so much. And also shout out to, I think I made it to 131 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, for following me and listening to me. And you're here with me on my journey. And I'm so grateful for everyone. So thank you so, so much. I hope you have a great rest of the day, a great weekend. Go take actions, be productive, and I see you next week.